Talking about matches that decided today was the Netherlands beating Qatar 2-0 and Senegal beating Ecuador. So for the two teams that qualified from that Group A, are Netherlands who finished the top and Senegal finished in second. Well, looking at how they also qualified, for Netherlands, they went unbeaten in that group while Senegal lost just one game at the 1-2 matches, making them have 6 points. Well, for Ecuador, who's got 4 points, well, had to pack their bags home, same as Qatar, who failed to record a point. They scored just 1 goal but considered 7, meaning they have -6. But looking at Group B, we've got England, Iran, USA, Wales. Well, they will also be looking at how to move to the next round, although we've been getting different stories concerning that. But remember, we've got games also going down tonight. Looking at the games going down tonight in Group B, it will be 8 o'clock game to be played simultaneously. 2 matches. Iran taking on United States of America, while Wales will be up against England. Well, for Harry Kane, he does not care. All he wants is to just go into that game to make sure that the Three Lions are qualified to the next round. They've got 4 points, but updates we're also getting from the Three Lions squad from Gary Southgate is that Phil Foden will be handed his first start of the World Cup alongside Kyle Walker, Marcus Rashford and Jordan Henderson in a refreshed England lineup to face Wales. Having stuck with the same starting 11 the first 2 games, Gary Southgate is now expected to ring the changes on the back of England's below-par draw with USA on Friday, with qualification for the last 16 still not assured. Are we seeing a Gary Southgate, bending to pressure from analysts and from a lot of fans of the Three Lions of England, or maybe a lot of fans of Manchester City? For his absence during the stalemate was criticized by the media, but the Manchester City man will now get his chance from kickoff against Wales at Ryan. Okay, let us look at the standings in the Group B and what may likely be the turnout of tonight's game. England is with 4 points, Iran second with 3 points, United States of America with 2 points, as Wales is with a point. Well, looking at the Iran-USA game, it may also look like something that may be a shocker tonight. If Iran gets a win tonight, that means Iran will be qualifying to the next round and USA will go back home. Although for USA, they are yet to lose a game, but for Wales, all they need is a total win against England tonight. Should there be a win for Wales tonight, that means they'll have 4 points, but based on goal difference, England will still qualify behind should Iran win. But should USA win their game tonight, that means USA will have a total of 5 points and maybe be at top at the end of the day. And for England, they will drop to the second spot, depending on on how this matches go. England needs just a draw and will be good enough, or just if they get a win, that will be nice. For Iran, all they need is a total victory, right? USA needs a total victory, same as Wales, to make that group turn to goal difference and goal against at the end of the day. But looking at the time that these matches will be going down, it is going to go down simultaneously by 8 o'clock. Iran taking on USA and Wales battling England. And a quick look at what people may also be expecting for this game. Okay, for the Iranian players ruled out of this game, well, we have Beria Vand and Jahan Baksh, who have been ruled out. Well, for Beren Vand, he has been ruled out due to head injury, while Jahan Baksh has been ruled out due to accumulation of yellow cards. That is what we are getting concerning that one. For Wales versus England, based on what we are seeing here, Hennessy has been ruled out of that game for Wales due to red card. While in the England national team, Ben White has been ruled out due to illness. Those are the updates concerning the game between England and Wales. Let's return to Africa. Let's talk about the indomitable lands of Cameroon this evening.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Welcome back to Extra Time live here on Remedy Dial Solutions 939 FM with the young striker 9 Oladapo Kunubi. In case you're just tuning in, this is where we serve you all the latest concerning the world of football. Extra Time is strictly football, and it is the last football show on radio. No station does it better than your Remedy Dial. Now remember Andre Onana, who was suspended from the Three Lions squad, and he came out today to drop a statement concerning what really happened and why he was taken off the team's roster. Andre Onana said there was no will on the other side to resolve differences after the Inter Milan goalkeeper was suspended by Cameroon team management at the World Cup. The 26-year-old looks to have had his last involvement at Qatar 2022, with reports indicating he plans to catch a flight out of the country today. Onana issued a statement in the wake of a shock demotion, which Cameroon team officials on Monday put down to undisclosed disciplinary reasons. For his part, Onana denies behaving against the team's interests. Coach Rigobert Song left goalkeeper out against Serbia, preferring Davis Epasi for Monday's 3-3 all draw for that particular clash. Reports suggested Onana's omission came after a disagreement with Song over his playing style in a 1-0 loss against Switzerland, when he had the most touches outside the box by a goalkeeper ever recorded in the World Cup match, which was 26. Onana has, however, denied that was the trigger, telling Relevo website, saying, and I quote, "The game with the feet. No, there is nothing." That was what he said. Now, he issued a statement on Twitter saying the suspension was tough to understand. But now, Cameroon will face Brazil in their last Group G game on Friday. Now sitting 2 points behind second place Switzerland and needing to win to stand any hope of reaching the next phase. Looking at the indomitable lands of Cameroon, with the way they are and what may likely happen in Group G, Cameroon has 1 point following their 3-all draw against their opponent Switzerland. And playing against Brazil may also be a tough task for the former African champions. Although maybe looked like not really a big game, because Neymar has been ruled out of Brazil's final World Cup group match against the indomitable lands of Cameroon. That is the latest updates we're getting from the Brazilian national team camp, that the man has been ruled out, while Alexandro has joined the superstar forward and Danilo on the injury list. Paris Saint-Germain star Neymar hobbled off in the 80th minute of Brazil's 2-0 win over Serbia last week with a lateral ligament injury to his right ankle. Well, maybe a lot of Cameroonians will be happy with that, same as some other key players injured. The 30-year-old sat out Monday's victory over Switzerland, in which Casemiro scored the late winner, but no official time frame was given for his recovery. However, team doctor Rodrigo Lasmar confirmed today that Neymar will play no part against Cameroon, with Brazil requiring a point to guarantee top spot in Group G. Well, talking about to guarantee their top sports, I mean, yeah, but they've already qualified. So depending on what Switzerland plays against Serbia, should Switzerland wins that game, and that means Switzerland will have 6 points, and based on goal difference. But it depends. But for Brazil, they're sure of a round of 16 qualification after their second game win. Now talking about Portugal this evening, the protester who invaded the pitch during Portugal's World Cup win over Uruguay while carrying a pride flag has been released without being charged. Mario Ferri briefly stopped the game at Lusail Stadium on Monday by running on the pitch wearing a t-shirt carrying a message, "Save Ukraine and respect for Iranian women." It was led away by security staff, but after what is being described as a brief detention, the Italian activist was released without charge. Now, writing on Instagram today, Ferri says, and I quote, some important messages. Saying he wanted to send important messages. But remember, FIFA had come out before the World Cup to say that players and fans should focus on the game and not about politics or side issues. Now, still talking about the Portuguese game yesterday, which they won based on technology. Technology in the match ball used at the World Cup proved conclusively that Cristiano Ronaldo did not make any contact with the ball for Portugal's opener in their 2-0 win over Uruguay on Monday. FIFA and ball manufacturers Adidas confirmed this today. Portugal opened the scoring in the 51st minute, but the identity of the goal scorer was shrouded in doubt. Was both Bruno Fernandes and coach Fernando Santos unable to clarify post-match whether or not Ronaldo provided the decisive final touch. Or remember, Bruno Fernandes came out after that game saying that Cristiano Ronaldo should be awarded that goal. But hey, that means that Bruno Fernandes scored a brace in that game last night against the former champions Uruguay. Well, let's talk more games going down at the FIFA World Cup. Mexico will be playing tomorrow, but the manager of the team, Gerardo Tata Martino, said the national team has no fear ahead of their last group stage match versus Saudi Arabia, which is a must-win in order to possibly qualify for the knockout round of the World Cup. Well, having his pre-match interview today, will say that afraid? No, the team is not afraid of any opponent, and saying that they are here to compete and to play football, not about being scared. Mexico face tough odds to make it to the top two of Group C. But remember how the Group C looks like. Argentina was served early breakfast of the World Cup by Saudi Arabia, losing 2-1. But Poland tops the group currently with 4 points after 2 matches. Argentina is second with 3 points. Saudi Arabia 3 points, while Mexico has got 1 point. And between Argentina and Saudi Arabia, the reason Argentina is second is because they've got +1, while Saudi Arabia has got -1 goals. Okay, and still looking at that game. It shows that for Poland, all they need to do is to make sure that they either draw or win their game. Right? As a result, on Wednesday, goals will be much needed for L3 at Lusail Stadium after a goalless draw with Poland and 2-0 loss against Argentina. Mexico have yet to find the back of the net. They need goals. Now let's move away from that group and let's talk about Belgium this evening. Belgium captain Edin Hazard has denied there is a rift in the squad, but said frank words were exchanged between the players following their surprise 2-0 World Cup Group F loss to African side Morocco. Hazard was speaking to the media along with experienced goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois today after they replaced the players originally scheduled to talk, Yannick Carrasco and Arthur Theate. It was a move by team management to try to call growing speculations that a number of players have fallen out. But according to what we are getting, it is paining some players in that team, but as it is paining some players in the Belgian national team, it is sweeting African teams and African supporters.
I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. Everybody want follow me. Yeah, lead them a want follow me. Steady on my mind, no money. I know the strength to the keep on it. Wind up your body, got down. No, they test me, get your body, get down. You they sweet me when your body get down. Ginger me when your body get down. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. Everybody want follow me. Yeah, lead them a want follow me. Steady on my mind, no money. I know the strength to the keep on it. Yeah, my guy from the ghetto. I don't say my life, and only me I get a good the ball and no go stop. My tire no go flat too. If you try steal my joy, my guy you go collect too. But the world shout out to my maker. Now he make me idea. Shout out to my creator. And nobody will go stop this fire. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest. I see the sweetest, he depend them. I see the pen them, mama, he the sweetest.
Well, Morocco is not concerned because Morocco is second in that group. What Timaya Sweetos? Shout out to Nyesom Wike who came up with this idea and the concept of this song. Yes, right. Check the time right now. 6:51 is the time. Live your Remedy Down Solutions 939 FM. Extra time to talk everything football, but focusing on the World Cup this evening. Shout out to Arani Yaya. Well, saying well done to you too. Well, so if there's a problem in the Belgian national team, the Moroccans don't care because Morocco is second in that group with 4 points. Croatia is leading with 4 points, while Belgium is with 3 points. Canada is with no points. And guess what? Maybe what will be happening in the last game of that group? Morocco will be facing Canada that has no points. Croatia will be facing Belgium, and that will also be one of the top games scheduled for 1st of December, and that will be on Thursday. But hey, the two top stars have come out to say that there is no problem in the team. They are focused. That is Eden Hazard and Thibaut Courtois. Now, talking about the game, a lot of people want to see tonight. Harry Kane has compared the hype and noise around his injury to similar fitness furor involving David Beckham and Wayne Rooney at other major tournaments. Kane sustained a foot injury in England's World Cup opener against Iran, only to recover in time to lead the Three Lions out again against United States. So wait to see what happens tonight. All I want is goals because you are in my walk of fantasy, right? Now, should Gary Southgate decide to shuffle his pack for the final group game, Newcastle United striker Callum Wilson would likely replace Kane in the attack. Okay. Now, one man who also likes coming up as one of the top nines in the Spanish national team, that is Alvaro Morata. He has come out to say that he will be content to start each of Spain's World Cup games on the substitutes bench if it meant La Roja won the tournament. Atletico Madrid striker Morata has come off the bench in both of his country's games in Qatar so far, scoring in the win over Costa Rica and a draw with Germany. Those 4 points mean Luis Enrique's side need only a point against Japan on Thursday to qualify for the knockout stage. Now, should he not be selected in the starting 11 for the match, Morata insists he will have no complaints and will gladly cheer the teammates on. That is what we're saying, that you must support the team. Let's talk about Socceroos this evening, where Coach Graham Arnold aims to put smiles on Australian faces tomorrow by emulating the great Socceroos team of 2006 and advancing to the knockout stages of the World Cup. Australia head into the final Group D game knowing a win against Denmark will be enough to see them reach the round of 16 for just the second time in the nation's history. A draw would also be enough unless Tunisia beat defending champions France. But can that be possible? I am not sure. Now let's go straight to the Argentina national team. The Argentine national team, the La Alba Celeste, a defender in that team, Lisandro Martinez, believes Argentina are better side for having lost their World Cup opener to Saudi Arabia. The Copa America winners were stunned 2-1 by Saudis a week ago, but rebounded by beating Mexico 2-0 on Saturday, thanks largely to Lionel Messi's long-range strike that settled the nerves. Argentina head into the final Group C game against Poland, knowing only a victory will guarantee their progress. Although a draw may be enough, but do not settle for a draw. Look for that win. Away from the World Cup updates this evening, let's check updates coming from club sides. Following the resignation of, board members of Juventus in the Italian Serie A, La Liga has demanded UEFA hit Juventus with sporting sanctions after the Italian club's board of directors announced their resignation on Monday. We'll talk more tomorrow. Now, Tebas has also been at odds with Agnelli, along with Barcelona's Juan Laporta and Real Madrid's Florentino Perez over their continued push to create a European Super League. Now, Erik ten Hag has done a marvelous job since taking charge at Manchester United. This is coming from Ronald de Boer, former Netherlands midfielder. Now, what do you expect? He will surely back his fellow countryman. All right, this is 6:56. We have to wrap up the show here, and we'll be back tomorrow morning on Kickoff Sports Show, where we'll serve you all the latest from the world of sport. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, aka Young Striker 9. This is Toby Shanks Naira Mali. Catch you tomorrow.
Making I give us updates.
Initiating rage process.
Toby Shanks said you for. Hey, money did Lagos. Making I give us updates.
Making I give us updates.
Money did Niger.
Hello.
Making I give us updates.
Making I give us updates.
Updates.
Yeah.
Making I give us updates.
Making I give us updates.
Updates.
Yeah.
Making I give us updates.
Making I give us updates. Money did Lagos. Yeah. Well, not the same money. Well, not the same money. Money did not lie. Well, not the same money. Well, not the same money. I see 10 bodies, man. Again. Well, not the same money. Well, not the same money. Congratulations, my brother, but well, not the same money. 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 Making I give us updates. Making I give us updates. Chat to the kaku fast, but that making all the kaku late. Well, not the same money. Go, she go do, she go do. Money friends are it. Friends are hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, they call me the best, baby. I need some updates. I need to update the update. You know what I'm doing, baby. Update though. Ah, yeah. Oh, shit. Money did Lagos. Here we go. Making I give us updates. Money did Niger. Making I give us updates. Updates. Making I give us updates. Updates. Making I give us updates.
Money did Lagos.
93.9.
The season of giving it don't show again. The season to bring better for you again. Time for celebration, time for jollification. Oh, the bowl go full and you go belly full. Cause golden money get more for you. Oh, from Golden Money. Good times don't come again with Golden Money. Good times don't come. There's nourishment for the family. Every 800-gram pack of Golden Mon you buy this season, they come with 10% extra free. That now more value and more nutrition for the same price. Offer valid while stock lasts. Nestle. Good food, good life.
So, here's exactly what 7-Up's Fido Dido thinks about life. That's right. Fido has no time to think, and overthink life. Fido just does Fido. Fido likes to chill out on billboards and sip several cans, bottles, and glasses of 7-Up. In fact, when Fido